Hi everyone, Spirit Witch here. So today I'm going to be doing a how to dress store-bought candles. I actually did a blog, a written blog actually online, and it's got over like 3,000 hits on it. So I decided to do a little video just to show you how I do it. So today I'm going to be doing a healing candle for my friend Danielle. Danielle's got terminal ovarian cancer. She's only 30. So I just want to give her a little bit of a boost so she can get through chemo. So what you're going to need is your candle. I like to put crystals and then my healing candle there just to give it that extra charge. I've got jasmine here. You need the little cotton swabs. Pencil, usually I use a big screw, but today I'm going to use a pencil because it's a little thicker and I want to put a lot of oil and stuff down there. I've got patchouli oil. I use this for healing work. Also again, your intent. Now spell work isn't all about intent. You have to like put the hard work in also, but I like to think about what this candle's for while I'm prepping it. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to be thinking about healing for Danielle. So on here, I did a little sigil for Danielle, and it's got like healing for Danielle built into there. And there's also like a little prayer, which it says, inside this flame we seal the power, break down the cancer hour by hour, make cancer shrink and disappear, banish this illness and the fear. With combined power win this fight, we need to set Danielle's health to right. I call upon those high above to surround her and her family full of love. Now hear my words from now till end. Oh, please Goddess, heal my friend. And then I've got So Mote Be. I actually found part of this little prayer thing or spell thing online, and I altered it. I altered the words a little bit and added some of my own to it. So, right, the first thing I'm going to do is cut this wick, because this wick is a little too long for my liking. So I'll cut it to about there. Right, so this candle's just from the 99-cent store. It's one of the 7-day candles. I like to use these on my altar. So what you're going to do first is get your pencil and just make some little holes and just get right in there and push it all the way down. And then pull it out. Easier said than done. I like to do 3 holes. You can go all the way to the bottom if you want to, but I'm not going to because I won't be able to get the pencil out. 1 second. This is why I use a screw. It's easier. And then you want to put your 3rd one in here. You can put as many as you want in, but I just like to use 3. So we do that. Pull the pencil out. And then you can just give it a little tap, just get rid of some of that extra wax. See? Right then, so what you need to do now is get your oil. I've got patchouli. Give it a little shake. And then most people, what they do is they get the oil and they put a bit on the finger or they pour it on the top. And I've had a bad experience with that when I first started doing candle magic. They're like, oh, dress your candle. So I started dressing these candles, putting as much oil as I can around the candle, herbs and everything. And then my candle set on fire. So I don't recommend doing that. With oils, little is more. Don't be like piling the oil on because you'll just set your house on fire. Right, so what I do is, because there's a little dropper thing, I tip it up and let the little cotton swab get the oil soaked into it. 1 second. Put quite a bit on there. So if you can see, it's called the tip. And then what you do is you shove this down the holes. And it just coats the inside of the hole. So that when you're burning your candle, it's the oil and the scent is all the way down. So you don't just have the top of the candle scented. You actually have it all down there. And then the second one. And the third. Right, and if you're wanting to add a little bit more oil, don't use the same side. Use the clean side or you're going to contaminate your oils. So again, get some of this oil. And then put it down there again. Right then. So then you're going to get whatever herbs you're going to use. I'm using jasmine today. I like to use jasmine because I see it as a good healer. The fragrance makes you feel real happy because it smells absolutely delicious. It's just what I've always used in my work-ins, especially for healing work. So you just get one of the little buds. You know, you don't have to crush these. You can actually put them in just like this. So because my holes are bigger in this one, because I use the pencil rather than the screw, they should just fall right in. And then you just stick them in there. So that when your wax starts melting, your wax gets infused with the jasmine and the oil, because you've already got all the oil in there. Right, so just say you can't get your fingers in there, again you can use, let me use a clean one, this one, and just poke it down. And again, and I have been known to put like salt in these as well. What else have I put in? I've put a bunch of stuff. I have experimented with pennies, but I'm always scared about the pennies in case they get too hot and then shatter the glass. I know it probably wouldn't happen, but that's just me. So let's put this in here. Right, and also what I've done for this one, I'm doing a little bit of an experiment here. I have this incense stick and it's called Mimosa Magic. It's a green one. They say it's used for healing, so I just wanted to put a little bit of this in. So what I'm going to do is cut a little bit, and I'm going to stick that down the hole. Just to give it that extra fragrance and that extra power for my healing. Right, what you can do is if you don't want to see the holes, you can actually fill them in. You can get spare wax from your other candles and you can just stuff it down there. I, however, don't care about the holes because it's the I see it as the air getting into it, so that's another element for me, because you've got your fire, then you've got your air. I always keep a bowl of water on my altar, and then the earth I've used salt. So I'll put a circle of salt around this candle once I'm going to light it. Right, so I forgot to mention the crystals that I've got here. I've got my citrine. Just because this is my protector when I'm doing spell work or divination or readings, whatever, I always carry my citrine with me. And I joke about it because I say you can always throw it at someone if you need to be protected, but I don't recommend that. It's funny. Right, then I've got bloodstone. The reason I've got bloodstone is because Danielle's got cancer, which can go into your lymph nodes, into your bloodstream, so I'm using that to like cleanse the blood. Then I've got a piece of fire quartz, and that is just to give her an extra boost of strength. And then green calcite. I use a lot of green calcite for healing work. A lot of people use the colour green for healing. They tend to go for the aventurine, or what's the other one? I know someone that uses emeralds for healing, but I prefer the calcite, because what you'll find with the calcite, when it's doing its work, it'll go cloudy. So you actually know when you need to cleanse your calcite. like for calcite, for cleansing, you can either bury it in the ground, put it in some salt. Some people rinse them in underwater, or you can just like imagine white light coming down and cleansing it. But I just like to use those ones. Right, so once I've put all my stuff into my candle there, I want it to go in. I then stick this on the front. Glue. See, I'm getting all Blue Peter here. Oh, actually, some of you won't know what Blue Peter is. Blue Peter was a show in the UK. I'm not quite sure whether it's on anymore, but they used to do like arts and crafts stuff. Just a children's show, really. And I can't get my glue out. How wonderful. Right, let's do it this way. And again, you can use your little cotton swab. So again, put the glue on here. There we go. And then you can stick it to your candle. Right, so that's your candle. So after I've finished doing that, you can write things on it also, you can put things on the back, but I just like to keep it basic. Oh, I forgot to mention, what I do is when I say this spell every single day, every time I light it. And what I have been doing is when I work out, just before I work out, I'll say this, and then I see my working out as putting more energy into my candle as it's lit. And then once I finish working out, I blow it out. You can leave it burning if you want to, but I like to burn it every single day. Say the spell every day. It just makes me feel like I'm actually doing something for Danielle. Right, so I have to charge this now. I don't like to show people how I charge things because it's a little bit of a personal thing for me. But you can charge it in all different ways. You can put it on your altar, you can do a blessing for it. If there's a full moon, you can put it in the full moon. But actually saying that, everyone works with the full moon for like charging things. But you can also work with the other stages of the moon also. For instance, if you're wanting to get rid of something, you can work with the moon after the full moon. If you're wanting to gain something, then you can use it before the full moon. There's no rule really onto when you can charge things. You don't have to put all your stuff out as soon as the full moon comes. Yes, the full moon is brilliant, it's radiant, there's so much energy there, but I don't believe in waiting around for the full moon to do my spell work. So we're coming up to the full moon. I think it's on Christmas actually, the full moon this year. I could be wrong. So what I will do, because it's gaining something, what I will do is I'll say gaining health. So I will put that into my candle and I'll put it outside. I also use the sun a lot. I don't see a lot of people using the sun, but the sun has got brilliant energy. You can charge your stuff in the sun too. It just seems to me that every blog, every video that I've seen, they're always talking about the moon. And it's like, there's the sun too. You can charge it in the sun and the moon. You can get the balance of both sides. So that's what I'll be doing. But I won't be telling you the personal spell that I use to charge my things because, like I said, it's something personal to me. So that's how to dress store-bought candles. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. Also check out my Facebook page. And thank you for watching. Bye.